The MacGuffin Experience is a podcast about the world of young actors at MacGuffin Theatre Film Company in Philadelphia.
Welcome to the MacGuffin Experience Season 1, Episode 6. Today, our cold open topic is, what is your craziest birthday party experience? Alice, do you want to start us off?
I'm going to start. So for my 13th birthday, I convinced my uncles to let me take 3 of my friends to Maryland to their really fancy house on the bay, which already was a bad choice. I don't know why they let me do this. But they have a pool. And so I was like, you know what, it's gonna be a pool party, it's summer, I'm an August birthday. And so we went and we were all going swimming and their pool is really deep. And one of my friends decided to jump off the diving board. She cannot swim.
What?
Not a good choice. So she jumps off the diving board, falls into the pool, and we're just sitting there like,
did you save her?
is she gonna resurface? Actually, yes. Okay, so she's sitting at the bottom of the pool and I'm like, okay, somebody needs to go get her.
Yeah.
And my parents were inside, so I had to jump into the pool, grab her body, and swim her to the top of the pool. And she still pretends this didn't happen because she doesn't want me to go around saying I saved her life, but I am going to anyway. But she's fine, and you know what? It's a good story.
Well,
so
that's a fun birthday.
Yeah.
I think I love that experience.
I would, yeah.
So on the note of a more negative connotation, my birthday party also involves something bad. So at my birthday party, it was a conjoined birthday party with me and my younger brother, Hunter Silverman, who's also a student here. And it was a bowling party. And I was bowling, and you know, like the bowling machines come out, and like there's the balls, and like the balls come out. And, like if you're not looking, like you won't see. So I was going to grab my bowling ball, and another bowling ball came out of the machine, and it squished my finger in between it. So like it's my birthday, and I'm like screaming, and we had to go to urgent care and get a finger cast.
did you break it?
Yeah, it was the only bone I've ever broken. When I was like 6 years old at my birthday party. So. What about you, Sydney?
A little crazy.
So mine is not as bad as you guys.
Yeah.
But so for my last birthday, which is my 11th birthday, I went with my mom, my dad, and we did like birthday freebies. Like we get like free stuff.
Did you go to Starbucks? Where'd you go?
Yeah, I went to Starbucks. Like
Of course you did.
a lot of other. I don't know. I went to Build-A-Bear. I went to
Wait, you get a free Build-A-Bear?
Well,
Isn't it like the price of your age or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's such a steal. How old were you? Was
11.
this year? Oh, okay.
But I was really sick, which was sad. Yeah, but I was really sick, and we had to go home, and.
But you got birthday freebies,
I got
so it made
You
everything
did get
better.
birthday freebies. You did get birthday freebies.
What about you, Shane?
What about you, Shane?
So, like, I think it was 2 years ago, so 12. We went to me and my friends went to this like VR place, and
fun.
they were hooking us up to the VR thing, and we ended up doing a horror one. And so we were midway through that, and one of my friends, I did not know this at the time, is just terrified of basically anything. They will scream at anything. And so we turned a corner, jump scare. They screamed and ran, and the
Like out of the VR place?
well, because they were still attached to the VR, their head like slammed against the front, and they fell over.
In the game or like in real life?
In real life, they like they were like dangling basically. They were like half fell over because it was like connected to this like VR thing, and so they were like kind of like slumped over, which was kind of funny in the moment, but in retrospect, that was
So funny.
That would have me too.
At least you didn't get hurt though, and you had a good experience.
Obviously, yeah.
That's so crazy, guys.
Today we are interviewing Ariella Eisenstadt, a senior here at MacGuffin.
Ariella Eisenstadt has been a member of the Mechanicals acting troupe for 4 years and has appeared in
Seussical, where she won the Shakespeare Award for Best Supporting Performance in a Musical.
Santaland Diaries,
The Odyssey, where she won the Shakespeare Award for Best Cameo.
Alice in Wonderland,
A Midsummer Night's Dream, where she won the Shakespeare Award for Best Leading Performance in a Play.
What the Constitution Means to Me,
Twelfth Night, where she won a Shakespeare Award again for Best Leading Performance in a Play.
and finally, As You Like It in May, where she will play Celia.
Welcome, Ari.
So, Ari, as a senior at MacGuffin, I want to know what brought you here to this amazing place behind the purple door.
Well, so my older sister, she started here, and she was like a lifer. She was here since she was 8. Ariella Eisenstadt is her name, the redhead.
Oh, yeah.
To all who know her.
She was also a member of the Mechanicals acting troupe, wasn't she?
Whoa, she was.
The legacy.
I know, it's kind of crazy. So she definitely is one of the people who brought me in, but I actually didn't start doing MacGuffin until she left because I was really like stubborn and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Like they're not gonna like me. Like it's gonna be bad. And then one summer I'm like a sleepaway camp gal.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, what can I say? Shout out Yafna. But I couldn't go one summer and my parents were like, what are you gonna do? And they were like, you know what you're gonna do? A MacGuffin summer camp program.
And were you like, no, or were you like, fine?
It was like a fine, to be honest, when I started, but then I actually went and I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever.
What show was it?
I was in Seussical the Musical. It was very fun.
Amazing.
I did play Macy, Macy LaBird. She was such an icon. I love her.
That's such a fitting character. For you.
Yeah.
You played it so well. I remember seeing it. It was amazing.
It's definitely
amazing, Macy.
Yeah, honestly, it was very fun and like such a great thing to bring me into acting in the space.
I mean, and like you were obviously, it sounds like a little hesitant to come into MacGuffin because your sister was there. What was it like then being a mechanical?
Ooh, so true. Honestly, gonna be honest, releasing some lore right here. So I first tried out for Bohos. Did not go well.
The same thing happened to me. We both didn't get in the first time we tried out.
And
so we regrouped.
No offense to John Hamilton Ray, the leader of the Bohos, but it kind of worked out for me because I loved being in mechanicals because what happened after I didn't get into Bohos was they were like, we need some mechanicals to help out with this show, which was Alice in Wonderland. And I was like, okay, let me go. And Izzy was also there.
One of the people.
So we're like part of the family.
Mechanicals.
And I just like fell in love with being in mechanicals and being in that space and like being with people who want to like work on their acting. I realized it's not always the thing that is what like people are drawn to the most, because I think like singing and dancing can be like more splashy, but I think there's something really like great about being like about the details. Like personally for me, I would much rather watch someone who's good at acting but maybe not the best singer than watch like an incredible singer who's like flat-faced and doesn't do anything. So like I'm here to entertain, you know? Like that's my attitude.
And we sure do
some that for you.
Yeah, we sure do some singing in mechanicals.
We did.
Maybe not on stage. Well, we have some games. We've had some Shrek Fiona situation moments. Yeah.
We're often shushed by the director of the mechanicals, Liz Burdett.
She does not enjoy our singing.
Yes,
I would enjoy your singing, though. I would love to hear you sing.
Thank you so much.
Like, I know. There's still some singer in you. I know.
Yeah.
She never left. Oh.
Yeah.
So
true.
what was your favorite production at MacGuffin? Was it a mechanical show? Was it like a main stage show?
I feel like I have like multiple answers to this, to be so honest. I'm kind of not gonna like.
You're gonna answer it but not answer it.
Yeah, so sorry.
Tell me anyway.
Okay, I have to give another shout out to Seussical. It is what brought me in. Yeah. I was like, I did this show and I was like, whoa, this is so fun. Like I danced for a while and I was always the one like singing in my house, but I hadn't done that much like theater itself. So doing Seussical really like brought me here and I'm so grateful for that show. And then I loved doing 12th Night last year. I was Viola, which is
the leading
lady. Cesario. It was very fun to get to like to build who I am as an actor of like finding this new weird character. Yeah. I've also had a number of like mechanical shows that I have really loved working on. Specifically, like I've loved getting to do certain monologues and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I did
the Tigger monologue.
Oh,
that was
actually
that was you.
She did that, but also my older sister
did
that
as well.
I did it for one open mic night.
Right.
Fun fact, that was actually my audition for the mechanicals. I did a monologue from the show called The Audition, and then we did the audition that fall, and I played that same role.
Yeah,
and
the audition was fun too.
That was really fun, and we brought a bunch of younger actors, like the youth from MacGuffin, to do that show with us, and it was really fun. It was
so exciting working with people that like the younger kids.
And Sydney Giacobbe, who's on our podcast. She was in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They had like guests. They had the youth students come in and be like guests in the mechanicals. It was amazing to watch.
Was Ione in that?
Yeah, Ione. Ione is also here on the podcast.
And I remember Ione because I got to go backstage with her and help her with one of her monologues, and like that possibly was like peak like MacGuffin time for me. Like I love working with younger kids, and I think it's so special and so fun. So thank you, Ione. I don't know your last name for
Spangler.
Yeah.
Ione Spangler.
for that. What a legend.
And yeah, you're a senior and you get to help all the younger kids and they all look
It's
up to
very
you.
cool.
That's like beautiful.
I mean, obviously, Shakespeare clearly is a big part of your MacGuffin journey. And I think Shakespeare can be very, like, daunting, especially for younger kids. So, like, what's your advice for younger kids who are nervous about, like, doing Shakespeare?
Okay, well, I will say, and I think this is sort of like what Liz Fredette always says, is like, and she's the one who usually is the director of all the Shakespeares. Honestly, Shakespeare is the musical theater of acting. And like, I think that's sort of what's drawn me to it is like, I'm a very, I think, large presence sometimes. I think not to be like
In the best way.
Your first role in the Mechanicals was the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, like
come on. She is a presence.
I
In
like
the best
being,
way.
I like being a little bit like chaotic and having big reactions and it being almost like not the most like chill thing. And I kind of love that Shakespeare lets you do that. I also like, honestly, like, you're telling me you do a Shakespeare, you're not cooler than everyone else. Like, let's be real right now. It like what? I can say I bite my thumb at thee and like
I know what it means.
and you two would get it.
I know what
some
it
people
means.
wouldn't. And like that's privilege,
And,
in
like,
my opinion.
We're doing right now in the Mechanicals, we're doing the complete works of Shakespeare abridged. And I just would like to say, Ari sits in an audience member's lap. Ari vomits multiple times on the audience. Ari
I wear a wig.
flirts with the audience. Ari wears a wig. Ari is, she's
It's
the biggest
very
personality
fun.
there. She's Juliet. She's got it all.
Yeah, Shakespeare I think seems daunting. But I also will say Shakespeare is not supposed to be read in like your English class. Like when I first
We
read
read it in English class.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I love reading it in English now because like I actually understand
Yes.
it. Like, so it feels so cool.
But like once you do
it's
it
not.
as a play or like as a show, you
It's so
honestly like
different.
get that understanding and you
Yeah.
get the like, oh, these little things like make sense.
And it's nowhere close to the same experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think like that's part of it. Like Shakespeare feels daunting when you look at it from that, but then like you get to do it in a space where like everyone else is like helping you to understand it, and it like becomes much easier and very fun, in my opinion.
For sure.
So, besides from Shakespeare, what is the one piece of advice that you have for the younger theater generation here? And just like everyone and all the youth, what would you say?
I would say just to like be your biggest self when you are on stage and like really commit to like being weird. I think it can be really scary to be weird. It can
Like
also
vomiting in people's laps.
Exactly.
That's pretty weird.
It can also be scary to be genuine and honest on stage. I think sometimes that's something I struggle with of like, how do you like I think it's easy to be a character that's
rather than
like
being
sassy
who
or something, but like sometimes having those genuine moments with other people can also be really difficult. But I think like committing to it and being like, oh, hey, this is weird, but I'm gonna just try it. And like, I think that's really hard and what theater is about.
And I think that's definitely such like a big part of MacGuffin. Now we're going to do some hot takes with Ari Eisenstadt.
So Ari, because you're a senior, I'm curious to know, that means you're looking at colleges and like other places and where you're gonna go in the future. So if you could live anywhere other than the Philadelphia area, where would you live?
Ooh. Well, next year I will be, for college, I'll be going to Georgia and I'll be going to Emory. Go Eagles, very excited. But if I could live, and I love Philly, to be honest. Part of me does really want to live in like Brooklyn, and this in Brooklyn, and I want to.
And being Gossip Girl. Yeah.
Okay. If you could do any production from your childhood or a production you've seen, what would it be?
Oh my God. I would say, I think it would be fun to be in, maybe like, whoa, I'm stumped. So sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. If you
Can we come back to it?
We'll come back to
We'll
that.
wrap.
So kind
I
of
like
on the
there's so
same
many
note, but
options.
different note, if you could live in the world of any movie, TV show, or theater production, where would you live? I want to
So this I've got. I want to be in Percy Jackson personally.
Oh,
yeah. So
me too.
recently was rereading like the whole series, and I've decided that I want to be in Apollo's bunk.
Yes.
I think that'd be, or honestly Aphrodite, but I want to charm speak. Yeah. So yeah.
You would be that.
Yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
Okay, if you could meet any celebrity, who would it be?
Ooh. I think it'd be pretty cool to meet Greta Gerwig. I love
her.
Love Little Women, and I just like
Oh my
want to
God.
chat about like her and like she just seems so happy whenever she's directing, and I'm like, oh, I love your joy, bring it on.
And her films are just like the best. They're so peak.
I'm like,
Yeah.
So continuing to fire the questions, if you could listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? Or just, I know that's a loaded question for me as a music lover. So like artist, song that you're listening to like right now.
Really well, I've been on my like Olivia Dean and role model grind recently.
Oh my god, me too, Ari.
Wait,
I love
I recently discovered his like lore with Emma Chamberlain, and I actually like cried.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like with the whole album. It's like a whole journey about like his relationship with her. It's crazy.
Okay, back to this. What would your dream concert be, dead or alive? Or not even real?
Ooh. Or not even real. I like that. Going crazy. Oh my god. I don't know.
Olivia Dean ex role model?
Honestly, like, yeah, that would be sick. Just bring me to the Oscars and I want to see it all. Can I be honest? I want to see Cat's Eye live. Maybe that's like a crazy
gnarly.
They are like such performers, and I think it's so sick.
So cool.
So I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's insane. I totally agree.
Also, I feel like it's like, I mean, like, I want to go to Beyonce at some point.
Heck
That
yeah.
feels like
for sure.
like a
Love her
bucket list
Chicago
activity for everyone.
rebrand. It's like a
right?
mood.
Am I making up that you have said Hannah Montana to this question at some point in history?
Wait, you're so right. I
Am I
haven't.
making
That was
this up?
such a good answer.
Hannah Montana.
Oh.
Hannah Montana concert?
Wait, apparently she's also going.
Going-
She's going on a Hannah Montana, or like, right?
tour?
Yeah, can we?
I didn't know.
Can we
about
go?
Can we go?
Hey, me too.
All three
Me
of
too.
you go? Can the whole MacGuffin community be sponsored by MacGuffin to go to Hannah Montana?
We should
That is
take
a plan.
a trip.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
Miley Cyrus.
John
if you're
Hamilton Ray, what
watching.
do you think of that?
To all viewers, please sponsored right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was hot take. This is Actors in Action, where Ari Eisenstadt will be reacting to a scene from 12th Night. Here we go.
Oh, this is a fun one. This is so Izzy was my Olivia to my Viola. So this is our opening scene of us talking.
And this is
Oh my god.
Peak Ari as a man.
Yeah, so it was a real struggle to be a man because I think I'm a very like feminine person as a general. And I think like it was a whole process of like trying to how do I differentiate the man and the woman, because this is her as Cesario in this moment. But it was
but she's actually Viola.
yeah.
She's pretending to be Cesario.
Yeah, so it's a whole crazy moment. I had like a whole process of like how do I stand as a man, and like when are moments where I have to like accentuate that I'm a man, or being worried that like she thinks I'm a woman, like what do I do?
It's like how not only to play a woman, or how not only to play a man, but play a woman playing a man.
Yeah.
It's like,
And this is me like falling in love with Cesario.
Yeah, so
It's actually a girl.
none of you even knew.
No one knew. But Ari made it so easy for
backstory.
me. It was like
Yeah.
so fun. It was fun. This was like so fun.
We definitely like overstimulated the room every time we had practice, just the two of us. It
This
was
is
like
so energetic.
so chaotic.
Is more likely to
It
be
was very
fake.
fun.
Pray you
Yeah.
keep it in.
And this is like my dramatic fail.
Saucy at my gates.
Yeah. Wait, I've like kind of distracted myself. Let me go back.
If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that was
legend. Phoebe.
that was Phoebe.
Good slobber.
Last name Phoebe Bonin.
Bonin.
Who played
I
Maria.
love that line. Will you
was
play Sarah?
Tell me
No. The sass.
messenger. Surely you have some hideous matter to deliver with the courtesy of
This was also a fun relationship to build, because it's like it's that awkward thing of like unrequited love, and
Yes,
like how do you
exactly.
approach it, especially like as someone who is playing a character who also loves someone who doesn't love her back. How do you like balance that and be like supportive of that? And like I mean, I'm playing a woman as a man. So
All
that's
of
the whole
12th
thing.
Night was just a crazy love triangle.
it was
Yeah.
incredible.
And we'll be right back.
This summer, discover your voice, unleash your creativity, and grow your character at MacGuffin Theatre and Film Company's Summer Theater Camps.
Whether you're dreaming of starring in musicals, creating comedy, or finding depth in powerful acting scenes, we grow actors.
We have 9 week-long musical theater camps for youth ages 7 to 10.
For middlers and teens, we have a musical theater camp featuring Disney's Descendants, an acting studio, a week-long musical theater camp featuring the songs of Lin-Manuel Miranda, and 2 weeks of comedy camp.
Grow your confidence, grow your skills, grow your story.
Register today and get ready to step into the spotlight. MacGuffin Summer Camps, get into the act. Now, back to the show.
This is One Cool Thing, where we all share something interesting we found this week. Izzy?
So I'll take it away. So my one cool thing for this week was that I went to this thrift store, Buffalo Exchange, and it's right here in the city of Philadelphia.
Wow.
And I found these really cool jeans, which are so cute.
Oh,
and they're exactly my size. And it's very rare to walk into a thrift store if you thrift. Like,
for sure.
It's hard to find something that's your size.
Especially jeans.
Exactly. I'm very proud of this cool find. And they were only $20.
Love.
What about you?
I don't do thrift stores, but okay. So my one cool thing for this week is I'm watching this show called Leverage.
Oh, cool.
It's an old show, but my mom introduced me a few years ago, and it's about a bunch of con artists who get cheated, and they devote their lives to taking on corrupt billionaires, and it's really funny. Okay, it's very, very.
Yeah,
funny.
we have to watch
There
it.
has to be a lot of comedy in that.
What about you?
So my one cool thing is yesterday I was in a Chinese zodiac performance through my school.
Fun.
They put me as the tiger, and it was really fun to be in there, and everybody was so nice and supportive.
Was
Have
it
you
for
seen-
Lunar New Year?
It was for Lunar New Year.
Have you seen the Tiger Apprentice movie? It's based on the Chinese zodiac.
I have not.
Hey, we gotta watch that too. You're giving us all the good recommendations.
Okay, my one cool thing is there's this Philadelphia debate tournament run by this this foundation called ASAP, which is after school activities programming. And so every week, my school, we go and compete actually at Central.
My school.
Which is where Izzy goes. And we go and compete in debate. And so last week was the final. And so we got all of our awards. And my school won every single award.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Central.
Wow. Okay, Masterman.
We won every single award, and I won top speaker, which it basically means that like every round in debate, each person gets an amount of points out of 30, and it means that overall, for all of the freshmen who went, I got the highest point totals. So that was really fun, and I got a big shiny award.
What was the topic you debated?
We were debating about gambling.
And what's your opinion on that?
Okay, so basically it was whether like the government should have a legislation on gambling, because right now states decide everything about sports gambling, about advertising, and just about the system. So it's about whether the government should be in charge or whether states should be in charge. And it was really fun.
That's really interesting. Yeah, I love that.
Future politician right here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Alice, that was one cool thing.
Our last bit today is MacGuffin's comedy improv troupe, This Side Up.
So, the game we're going to play tonight, this is one we do all the time in This Side Up. This is 5 to 1. So the way this game works is going to start with a one-person monologue, and then another person is going to come in and start a two-person completely different scene, and it's going to go to a three-person scene all the way up to a five-person scene, and then we're going to go all the way back down to one. But these scenes all revolve around different meanings of one word. So, by a raise of hands, can we get a suggestion for a word that has multiple meanings, like sun?
Bow.
Oh, I said raise hands. That's okay. What was that?
Bow.
Bow. Okay.
Stare.
Stare.
Bat.
Bat. Anyone else? What do we like? Bow. You like bow?
Let's do bow.
Let's do bow. All right.
Here at Little Friends Elementary, I, Professor Smith, am our esteemed theatrical professor. And this year's show is Little Mermaid Junior Junior. And, you know, tonight is our opening performance, and these kids, when they do a great show, and then when the curtain closes and they get up, they cannot bow. They just stand there, petrified in the light like a deer in the headlights. I yell, Johnny, Brenda, bow! And they look at me so scared, and then they walk away, but they just can't bow.
We, as the two, browse on a man's forehead. We are starting to have some issues.
Yeah, the other day he was shaving and he nicked me.
Way too close.
Way too close.
So, what we're gonna do about it, we think we can annoy him by merging together.
Yes. Tuna brown time.
Mom, Dad, I found this great new food.
Okay.
It's called a bao bun. It's this wonderful creation. You have to try it.
Okay.
Okay, son, we took you to Chinatown one time. And you come home with the new food every
It's become a
day.
new obsession. The other week it was dumplings.
Laddies, not much farther now as we stand on the bow of this ship. Land of New York, not far away.
Staten Island, Brooklyn, Manhattan.
And it is.
I'm the masked figure. Starboard ports.
Excuse me, have you four highly intelligent and handsome people, have you seen my dog Bow Wow anywhere?
I don't think so. I don't.
Are you sure he's not just behind, right back there?
No.
I don't think so.
Maybe I left him in the supermarket.
There she is, the Statue of Liberty. Shining green and elegant over the skyline.
I wish I could look like that.
It's okay. Maybe one day.
It's incredible.
I think you like the other night when I was making dinner, you came in and you kicked me and Mom out of the apartment and you cooked us up a feast. And we encourage it, but it's gotten to a point, Sonny.
You don't like it?
I mean, the meat was undercooked. The noodles.
Oh no! Can't believe I'm hearing this.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna send you to school and they're gonna convert you back with some cafeteria food.
Okay. Bye, Mom and Dad.
And then, when he was going in for his morning shave, he went right in between us.
Now we are but a fragment of what we once were.
And then, because it was my idea, somehow he knew that, he went over to my side and he wiped me away.
When I was on Broadway with these kids, you know, they would just come on stage and they'd take their bows and they'd go off. We'd have to spend 30 minutes each day getting our friends to step forward and clasp their hands and lean down. And you know, I'm just freaking tired of it. I'm 68, I've been doing this 40 years. I deserve a retirement from the Galapagos.
We'll see you next time on the MacGuffin Experience.